Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the Wildcard round. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Cook running right. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 39 yards. And the Commanders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point attempt to follow here. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Eagles 0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And bulldozing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They go play action with Hurts. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Complete, it's Dodson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Swift. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, every everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, Eagles 3.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Hurts changing up the play. Back to the running game with Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott do it on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Commanders 14, Eagles 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 20. 83 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. Man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing here, Howell. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, it's Rodgers. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Swift going to try up the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here is 3rd down and 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll go play action. Howell. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Hey, 73, 73.
Second down, here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown! Chris Watkins, 41 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two. In motion left, the tight end. Hurts will throw. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a first and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And Howe will throw it. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Back to throw, Howell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as, we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be fourth and long.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that flag accepted. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
It's second and inches.
Once again, it's Swift. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Smith, the man in motion left. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Great, set.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Swift again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Howell. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Howell. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Howell.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nolan Smith on the coverage defensively.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Howell throwing on first down here.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Another throw for Howell.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Going for the knockout ball right there. I think if I were 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Now he'll look to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On third down, here comes Swift. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's got some space here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now they go play action with Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 35 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Second and 11 at the 41. Now a give right side Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild